Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay back. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never.
Coach, the tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Between 18 to the 50.
Let's put that team on the bus. Mike 3. Mike 3.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
No game on this defense. No game. Hatchet.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll try the right side here, Barkley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think...
And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hey, take 26.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And his throw intercepted by the All-Pro corner, Kyle Fuller. He's got daylight. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Packers 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6.
Rodgers to throw on third down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Watch the pass.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. To throw is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Get up! 180!
Watch the backer.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Von Miller, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run on second down with Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
This is the receiver turn running back, Cordero Patterson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Bears.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Through one quarter, 14-7, our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Lock in.
They run with Patterson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down.
180. 52. Let's go one more.
First down, a run with Cohen. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Good job, D. That's right.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm about to take you to school. Switch.
Right there.
Now Saquon Barkley. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard.
Motion.
0-0, Mike free.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
13 yards on the play.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen, and he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Blue 58.
No chance.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gives this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. They get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Trubisky. Now they hook up here to Allen Robinson. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over. Inside.
Mike 3.
To throw again. Rodgers going up top. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Rodgers going to throw again. And that's complete to Adams. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and now it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Rodgers now to throw again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but now it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And his throw intercepted by the All-Pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing here, Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check. Check. Hot route. Hot.
Hey, alert.
Check.
Here's Patterson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Open man is Miller. He's got it. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A give to Cohen. He heads right. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. They try again with Cohen. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Come on, man. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
First and 10.
On first down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The three straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Hey, let's get there.
They'll try and throw for it here. And that's complete to Lewis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing again on second and 10. Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The throw down the field, caught by his running back.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Alert!
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. On second down, Montgomery. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On third down, Patterson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
52's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. He's got the hook up to Miller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. A beautiful fake.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Take over
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. They need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at the time, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff looking right. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
13 yards on the play.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
They'll go to Barkley again. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Packers on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Look at this.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second and 11 now. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18.
First and 10.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to get a score back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
You ain't going nowhere. Check 43. Check 24.
Alert.
Now a give, right side. It's Patterson. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Check.
They'll run forward with Montgomery, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Saquon Barkley running right. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go again.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that?
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky caught here by Griffin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their...
Oh, this is blocked. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bears take over. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Back north.
SOS. SOS. SOS.
Check. Go right. Took it down.
Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
We need team.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Rodgers now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. One final try now for Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that